Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakodash. Give honors to the apostles and the elders that do well at Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akia Mother pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. So shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. This lesson will be entitled, Look Not at Her Beauty. Right there, just basically going a step deeper into the lesson I did yesterday, on lust and desire, and not becoming a slave by it, right? I entitled this one, Look Not at Her Beauty. You look in this world, example, food. The most delicious food, the most addictive food is not good for you. And the things that don't taste as good, right, like herbs and vegetables, right, those are the things that is vital in your health. Right, so look not or chase not after a woman just because of her looks, or anything of that matter, right? Because the scriptures we're gonna bring out here, that I gonna bring out, through the Spirit and power of Bahashem Yahushai, it's twofold. It could be used physically in terms of like a woman, or it could be used referring to wisdom, or referring to different doctrines and philosophies, right? So I'll make it short. Book of Sirach chapter 9 verse 8, it said, Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for herewith love is kindled as a fire. Right? So it said, turn away thine eye. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman. Look not upon her beauty. Right? For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, right? And our forefathers, our forefathers, and not just our forefathers, but you could see it today. You could see it today. Watch how easy, right, women could deceive, beguile, and trick men, because it engraved in a man's nature to go after a woman, just as it is engraved in the nature of the predator to go after the prey. Right? It is in your DNA, it is in your biology, it's in your brain to want to go after a woman. You understand? Men are very how to put it, but basically visual creatures, right? That's why when you look at explicit content, I don't want to say the word in case prolong the video, right? You look at explicit content, the majority of the watchers of explicit content, the vast majority is men, because men are, as I say, visual creatures. Men are easily enticed with their eyes when it comes to women, right? You're watching she eyes, she lips, and she hair, and she shape, and she complexion, and all these things interest, and it becomes so intense. You understand that you desire it, you lust after this woman, right? It's so deep in your biology to reproduce, to make more of yourself, That it come away to be fruitful and multiply. They know that's engraved in this flesh, right? So that it will be that strong desire, to be with this woman or woman, right? But the scripture saying here, what to turn away thine eye. Don't fall into that temptation. Don't allow the beauty of a woman to cause you in. It says, for what here with love is kindled as a fire, and a fire is a destructive force. You understand? A fire is a strong, powerful, destructive force, and that's how that love gonna be kindled. That's how that desire, that craving gonna be kindled, right? And hey, you could use it to talk about a physical woman. You could also use it to talk about what these religions out here, these philosophies, right? Don't watch Christianity and hear the singing and the gospel music, and it's singing good, the choir singing good, and be enticed by that. Or don't watch Islam and the way they portray themselves and the way they just sing and recite the scriptures, and the way they just dress, and they care about themselves and the discipline, and do allow these things to entice you into going after these various women. But stay true to this wife, your first wife, which is what? Wisdom. You understand? Wisdom is your first wife. Your wife that is above all. Alright? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Yahushai. Alright? Go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. It says, "For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life." Right? So the commandment is a lamp, the law is light. So this word, right, the doctrine, the law, statutes, and commandments is a guide. Is a light. You understand? That guides you along this straight and narrow path. It said the reproofs of instruction, right? So rebuke, correction is the way of life. Verse 24. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Right? So what this law, this light, will what keep thee from the evil woman? It said let her not take thee with her eyelids. Right? Do not be easily moved by the beauty of a woman. Right? Even though this flesh is designed to be taken, right? It is designed that way, right? To be taken, to be in awe at the beauty of these women. But again, we is not men of the flesh, right? We is men of the spirit. And there's a difference between, going after a woman or becoming a slave for her sake. Right? If you see it fit to do your thing and go after a woman, right, pursue a woman, or however you want to do it, yeah, once in your liberty, go forward. But at the end of the day, again, temperance, self-control. You understand? Look at Samson. Look at the power that Samson had, and he was brought low by what? By a woman. You look at Solomon. He was brought low by a woman. You look at Adam, he was brought low by a woman. You look at Jacob, he served 14 years for a woman. You understand? You look in 1 Ezra 4 at the King Agape or Apam, whoever you name it. It shows you the woman took the crown off of his head and slapped him in his face, and all he did was laugh. Right? But if it was any other man, he sentenced them to death. Don't be brought low by any of these women. Lust not after her beauty in thine mind. Don't allow their looks. You understand? Don't allow their looks to take you, because you look at it from in the jungle, from the nature aspect. The most beautiful plants have the most potent poison. Right? The most beautiful plants with the most amount of colors and the fairest of plants is poisonous plants. Even creatures, right? Look at these certain frogs, right? There are bright colors on them, right? And those bright colors, just like the plants with the bright colors, it attracts predators, right? And then when the predator takes a bite, guess what? They become poison and they die. That is these women. The scripture, it says that in this here, it says verse 26, "For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life." Right? These women come like those plants and those animals, right? They array themselves, because these women, they live for their looks. A woman will take longer to get ready than a man because they try to make sure she looking she best, right? A man could more so move out of the house, however, but women just take more time and effort into how they look because they understand that is something that they have, like that is an advantage, let me say, right? A woman's looks, right? And you will be enticed, right? Just like a creature is enticed by the colors of the plant or by the bright colors of an animal, you understand? And you will go and bite. And guess what? Hey, you find out she have a man by adultery. You understand? Sims easy as that. Hey, she use she beauty to fool you. Right? Just like a lot of these men spending thousands of dollars on a woman. Right? The scripture talk about, like spending to not roughly paraphrasing it, to not make company or make too much company with a harlot because she'll take all your money. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture, but that's the point that the scripture is trying to make. And all these women is harlots and prostitutes, right? These women that do all that spirit and power about Shemeshai and them, they are harlots and prostitutes, right? These women will literally pretend, right? Use their beauty to beguile you and take all your possessions, the things that you work hard for. You understand? Or better yet, you're a man of the Lord. You're easily enticed by those colors, by those vivid colors, and guess what? You follow the truth. You understand? Because why? Temptation. You allowed her beauty to get into your head, and now she telling you things contrary to the Lord, and because of that, you follow the truth. Easy like that. Right? And again, twofold. Lust not after the beauty of these different doctrines, these philosophies, these religions, these churches. You understand? These are these harlot houses. They lust not after them. Right? It say the commandments is a lamp, the law is a light that will keep thee from what? The evil woman. And this truth keeping us from what? This evil world with their evil philosophies and evil doctrines. Alright, precept 1 Peter 2 verse 11. It say, dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. Right? So it's saying here, what? Which war against the soul. So your fleshly lusts would war against your spiritual lusts, because lust at the end of the word lust just means desire. So your fleshly desires, your flesh, will war against your spirit and the desires of your spirit to serve Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? So he's saying here to abstain, right? To not take part in, or to stay away, right? From fleshly desires. Too much pleasure would make you lazy. You understand? Too much pleasure would make you lazy. And again, this isn't saying you can't go after a woman, right? It's not saying abstain from sex or live like a monk, but you had to put it into consideration and use perspective. What he mean when he say abstain from fleshly lust, because your fleshly lusts could cause you to stray. You understand? And to stray from the path of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Look at the men of old. The things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. Look at our forefathers. Look how they felt to women. Right? So though I said this in my previous video where I say abstain from fleshly lust, you're not living to have sex with women. You're not living to see how much women you could bag. Right? Men like to talk about, hey, in the kingdom I have 1,000 women and 1,000 is the word, concubines, and as if they ain't gonna have no responsibility in the kingdom, as if they're not gonna be a king ruling over a kingdom, right? They're studying about 1,000 women and having sex and making that literally the only thing that matters to them, right? making these women their god, making sex their god, fleeing from the whole truth. You understand? Book of Proverbs. Proverbs 31 verse 30, it says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yahweh, she shall be praised. Right? And there's the next thing you have to understand too. Right? Beauty is vain. Right? Because these women out here in the 20s, they say 30s, whatever the case is, right? Eventually they're gonna grow old. And the thousands of dollars on makeup, on hair products, doing their nails, doing their body, trying to look as beautiful as possible. Guess what? All that is vanity, because they're gonna grow old and they're gonna get wrinkly, they're going to get grey, you understand? They're going to get sick, they're gonna get worn down, and all the beauty that they once had is not going to be with them no more. But a woman that fear the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, the spirit of Yahweh Hashem, the truth will be with she in her youth and even in her old age. When all the beauty fades, you understand? The wisdom of Yahweh Hashem shall be her beauty. The wisdom that fall from her tongue shall be her beauty in the sight of the Lord. Right? So beauty is vain. Right? These female or females that you're running on right now, hey, in 30 years, they're not going to mean anything. They're not going to have that beauty. Just like this society, you people running down. You running down a kingdom that is collapsing. Right? This kingdom in 100 years from now, not even so much. Right? Couple years from now, ain't gonna be anything. You running down wealth. Just now the economy gonna collapse. The scriptures say, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things are unseen are eternal. Right? The beauty of a woman is temporal. Wealth is temporal. Possession is temporal. Pleasure, this life in itself and everything in it is temporal, but the things of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is eternal. So ask yourself, what should be a main priority? We should strive for the most. You understand? And obviously the answer is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? Because why enjoy a woman that have temporal beauty when you could enjoy a woman that will be beautiful for eternity? You understand? I mean, sense out of nonsense. Right? One woman, five women that are gonna be beautiful for about 15 years versus 50 that are gonna be gorgeous for eternity. And not just gorgeous, not just physical beauty, but the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna dwell in them. Right? They're not just gonna be sweet, they're gonna have wisdom, they're gonna be good wives, they're gonna be good mothers. You understand? They're gonna be virtuous women, they're gonna bring peace. The scriptures say she shall Magid. Proverbs 31 and 12, it says, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. Right? That is the type of woman you're going to receive. Women you're going to receive. Women that will do you good and not evil all the days of, of their lives. Right? Not these women on this side. You know? So rather put your all, where you think is the best option. You put your all in women that they are gonna lose that beauty, right? With their bird brain, or put your all in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and acquiring the kingdom of heaven and having those same women more beautiful in a perfected state. Alright, ask yourself which makes more sense. The scripture says, no man that worth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. A precept is always used because Now is not the time to have 10 women and 15 children. Now is not the time to establish a house like that. Now is the time to fight. And if you are at war, try to keep the things that gluing you down to this world as minimal as possible. Because in peace, you would have all these things. In eternal rest, you would have all the things that you want. But for now, seek ye first the kingdom of the Lord, and then all these things shall be added unto you. Alright, last precept. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth power shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Right? The woman, more bitter than death. Her heart is snares and nets. Right? These women are what? Deceitful, misleading. You understand? Their heart is snares and nets, their hands as bands. Right, as you video I did previously, don't become a slave for their sake. Understand? Right? Understand and know that if you can deal with them, it's pleasure. You understand? It's this pleasure, nothing more. Do not allow anything on this side, woman, wealth, job, family, or any other distraction, deter you or cause you to move, you understand, from the path of Hashem Yahushai. Or cause you to, move in the next direction, to drift, you understand, to be misled and misguided off the path to salvation. With that, hope this was edifying. Giving all praises and glory to Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash. Shalom.